Hey, what's up, guys? I'm going to be talking about Nightmare on Elm Street 5, The Dream Child. It was directed by Stephen Hopkins and it stars Robert Englund and Lisa Wilcox. It's supposed to take place a year after Nightmare on Elm Street 4, The Dream Master. And Alice and Dan return in the film, and they're now dating. And there's no sign of Freddy, but Alice keeps having recurring nightmares of being stuck in this asylum. And she's wearing a nun outfit, and her name tag says Amanda Kruger, and she's attacked by these maniacs, and she keeps waking up each time and keeps having the same dream. And then she has a dream where she is in a stretcher, and she's sent to a operating room where she's giving birth, but then it changes where she's actually seeing Amanda Kruger giving birth, and Amanda Kruger has a Freddy baby, and the Freddy baby escapes, and Alice follows the baby, and she's now in the church from the previous film that Alice and Freddy fought in, and Alice defeated Freddy, and the baby is crawling into the Freddy clothes, and it then grows into an adult Freddy. And then Amanda Kruger appears, and she's trying to stop Freddy, but Freddy closes the door on her, and she is imprisoned. And then Alice wakes up, and later on Dan gets killed by Freddy in his dream, and then Alice finds out that she's pregnant with Dan's child, and her baby, Freddy's invading his dreams, and the baby can open the door, kind of like how in the fourth film where Alice, she had the power that Kristen gave her, and she can call people by name, and she can bring them into her dreams, and she can, I guess, open the door where Freddy can get into their dreams as well. And so that's what he's doing with the baby. He's getting into Alice's friends' dreams. So her friends are Greta, which is an aspiring supermodel, and you got Mark, which is a comic book geek, and you got Yvonne as a candy stripper. She's also a swimmer at the school. And yeah, so he kills them one by one, and Alice keeps seeing her unborn son. He keeps appearing to her in dreams and real life. I don't know how old he's supposed to be, like 6 or 8, maybe he's 8, I don't know, but then towards the end of the film, Freddy and Alice are in this labyrinth in the dream, and they're fighting, and Freddy's trying to teach Jacob, which is her son's name. He's trying to teach him to be like him, and Jacob is like starting to turn into Freddy, and he's got the little bit of burnt face. He's got the glove, and but Freddy gets defeated by Jacob, and then Freddy is turned back to a baby, and so is Jacob, and the Freddy baby is now being put back into Amanda Kruger's womb, and the same goes with Jacob, goes back to Alice's womb. And then Amanda Kruger is then locked up, and Freddy's trying to break free, but it ends where Freddy is stuck in that asylum. with Amanda Kruger. And then they have, at the very end of the film, they have where Alice finally had her baby, and she's healthy, and everything's fine. And then you see the ghost children jump roping and saying the nursery rhyme, and that's how it ends. But my problem with the film, I mean, there's just things I have problems with. It is just, it's got really campy stuff going on in it. I mean, it's more grim than part 4 and then some of the other ones, but it's just, there's things about that annoy me. Freddy's makeup isn't that great in this film. I don't understand the whole thing about his arm being really long. I don't get it, to be honest. The whole baby thing of him dreaming, and I guess Freddy was supposed to. I don't know if Freddy was trying to be Jacob. He was trying to be Alice's unborn kid. I don't know if he wanted to be reborn. I'm assuming that's what he was trying to do, but I'm not sure. But it's just I don't know, the concept of it is kind of out there, and I don't know, it's just not one of my favorite ones of the series. There's some cool dream sequences in it. The whole comic book, the comic book guy, Mark, he goes into a comic book that he created, and he becomes this superhero that he created, and he's shooting at Freddy, and Freddy's riding a skateboard, and but then it changes and it has where Freddy becomes a superhero as well, and it's a different actor, which is pretty stupid scene, I have to say, because some of the lines that Freddy says is kind of dumb. He's like, faster than a bastard maniac, more powerful than a local madman. It's Super Freddy! Ha 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 ha! It's like, okay, that's really lame. And it's just a different actor with big old muscles, and I thought he sucked, honestly. But then you have where Freddy comes back, it changes to Robert Englund, and he then slices at Mark, and he's like a cartoon, and he slices at him, and he rips him to shreds, and that was cool, and there's paper flying around, and that was cool, but the scene's kind of goofy. I mean, there's some goofy stuff in this film. I don't know, it's just one of those movies that, the whole labyrinth scene, and the whole, the ending where Freddy and Alice are like stuck together, and Alice is like trying to pull them apart. I don't know, it's just kind of a weird movie. It's hard to describe, and I don't know, the whole baby concept, him dreaming, and I don't know, it's not one of my favorites. I have to say it's probably the weakest one in the series. 2 and 5 are not my favorites. But as far as dream sequences, there's some decent stuff. There's some stuff where Freddy is, he's fucking with this one supermodel, I think Yvonne, and in her dream, she's trying to stay fit, and her fear is becoming overweight, and Freddy is cutting her stomach and feeding her intestines and stuff like that to her, and he's making her eat herself, basically. You are what you eat. It's like, stuff like that. And Dan is, becomes a speed demon. He gets stuck in this Freddy kind of mortal cycle, and he gets his flesh ripped off, and he becomes like mechanical. Like, I don't know. There's some good stuff in it, but I don't know. It's just not one of my favorites. But anyway, this is my review of A Nightmare on Elm Street 5, The Dream Child. And tune in to my next review, Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare. And I hope you enjoy this review, and I hope you have a good day. Take it easy.